Hey everyone, it's Kate from Wild Tales Of. If you're new here on YouTube and on my blog, wildtalesof.com, I share about family travel and outdoor adventure. I've got Georgia here, my helper, special guest, because she has been working on a special school assignment that we thought would be fun to share with you guys because it gets us outside and we are gonna start our garden. She's been instructed to sprout some pea pods, and so we started that a couple weeks ago. So we just put them in some wet paper towels and then left them on a sunny window, and so several of them have sprouted, so we are going to show you those. And since they have sprouted and they're doing so well, I think we're right about the right time to plant some peas, so we are going to do that right now. First we're going to do some weeding in the garden, and then we'll just kind of see what we get up to.
This one right here?
Yeah, you can get all those. Yeah. Just not the long, skinny stuff. Those are the onions and the garlic.
Yeah.
So we just got rid of a bunch of weeds, and unfortunately we have, well, we don't really mind the cats coming around. We have some neighbor cats that come into our yard, but they do like to use our garden bed as their litter box, especially in the winter when there's nothing really growing in there. So we have to deal with that, which isn't my favorite thing. But now we've added some compost just to the top to kind of like amend the bed, and then we will get to planting. Can you show them your peas? Oh, nice. So that one's sprouting. Go ahead and leave it out. We'll line them up. Okay? And, ooh, wow. That's really good. We've got 2 pea seeds that have sprouted, and then Georgia was saying that the other couple that she had were kind of getting a little moldy, squishy, not doing very well. I think we waited a little bit too long, actually. We had snow here last week, so that wasn't ideal because this was filled with snow. Anyways, so we just grabbed a couple more seeds that haven't sprouted yet, but I think it should be okay. And maybe we'll just see which plants do better, the ones that sprouted first or the ones that we just put directly in the ground. So you want to make some holes? Right here, Georgia. This is where we do them. So how many seeds do you have?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay, so how many holes do we need?
6.
All right. Yeah, we'll put that one in the front so we can remember. Drop it all the way down. And then cover it up. Cover it up really well with the soil. Perfect. What should we do? What do the seeds need?
Water.
Water. Should we go get some water?
Maybe I could use the hose.
Okay.
It's good for the seeds.
What's it doing?
It's raining.
Just started to rain. I think we're still gonna water some. Gonna give it a little mist. Hey everyone, it's the next day actually. Kind of ran out of time and we wanted to do some more planting, so we're back and now we are going to sow some lettuce seeds that we are actually going to keep indoors for the time being until it gets a little bit warmer out. So we have these from Uprising Seeds, and they are for oak leaf lettuce. Haven't grown this before, so we will see what we get. Okay, how many do we have so far?
4.
All right, how many more do we need?
1.
Let's try to get 3 seeds out of here. 3 for each container. Okay, so here's what our lettuce seeds look like. They're really small. I always think that's so interesting, what the different seeds look like, because you think of lettuce like as the head, so, and the leaves that you're eating, so you don't think about this seeds as much, or else, at least I don't. How about I put them in my hand and then you take out 3 and just kind of, yeah, just kind of place them in there, and then we'll cover them up. And then, you know what you say?
Grow
Seeds, grow. Okay, let's go put them by the sunny window. Sunniest window. Right here. This is our best bet for seed starting. This area right here in our house gets the most light. So I've been debating whether or not to start some more seeds, but I think since we already kind of have everything out and we've already kind of got going, I think we're gonna go ahead and sow some radishes and some carrots outside. I did a bunch of research and kind of decided end of February, the 27th or 28th. It's the 24th today, so I think we're pretty close, and I was looking at the 10-day forecast, and it doesn't look like it's gonna get too cold. So I think we're gonna go ahead and do some carrots and radishes. Okay, so here's where we put our peas, if you remember from yesterday. And so then I think I'll do a row of carrots here. What do you think? You a carrot lover?
Yeah.
Fan of carrots?
Yeah. I like big ones.
Nice. Here are the carrots we're gonna use. They're Scarlet Nantes. We used these last year, so hopefully they're still good to go and we'll get a good crop. They're even tinier than lettuce seeds. See that?
Those are so tiny. I can't move.
Look how tiny these are. So I kind of just broadcasted, I guess, the carrot seeds, and a trick that I learned last year from Jessica from Roots and Refuge is that because the carrot seeds are so small and they can get gobbled up by birds and other critters before they have a chance to germinate, is you can cover them with a board and they stay protected, and it kind of gives them more of a chance to germinate or do well. Not an expert at this, but I did it last year and it worked. So that's what we're gonna do right now. So we're just gonna cover the area where I planted with these boards. Just gonna cover that. And then that kind of gives them more of a chance to do their thing. And then what I do is just periodically check on them, and once some have started to sprout, then I take the boards off. And if you're interested in learning all about that process with the boards, I will link the video below that Jessica did. Last thing we're gonna do today is radishes. We're gonna do radishes in a container, and Georgia's working on topping off that container. I would say, yeah, keep going. The radishes we have are from Botanical Interests. They're called Cherry Bell. Radishes are really fun for kids. Now, Georgia keeps saying that she doesn't like them, but they're really fun for kids because they are so quick to grow. So these have a maturity of 24 days. So we'll see. So that's less than a month, and you have something that's grown in your garden, which is pretty exciting.
Small?
Yeah, they're really small, which is pretty exciting for kids. And then you can just keep sowing them all summer, all throughout the spring and summer. So yeah, we're right around that time. So it's like they recommend 4 to 6 weeks before your last frost. We are right in that sweet spot. Here's what they look like. Bigger. Also kind of good for kids too because they are a little bit, let's see, easier, because they're easier to handle. You think that's looking good?
Yeah.
Okay, you smooth the rest of the way out. And then I'm gonna have you poke some holes. So we want 1/2 inch. So can you poke some holes? Maybe let's count to 15. Are you ready?
15.
Wow. Okay, let's go. Ready? Okay, so one at a time, Georgia, you're gonna pop one seed into each hole. Can you do that?
Yeah.
Okay. There we go. Okay, what should we do now?
Water it.
Water it.
Grow, radishes, grow.
Okay, so we finished up planning for the day. So I wanted to show you how I'm organizing all of the seeds this year. This is the most organized I've ever been, so it's kind of exciting, and I'm not an expert at all, and I just made up this system, and it's probably looks pretty silly to, like, you know, really expert gardeners out there, but at this point it is keeping me really organized. So I thought I would share in case it might help some amateur gardener out there. So I just got a box, and what I did is went through all the seeds that I wanted to grow and checked. Last estimated frost is March 17th. And then I went through each plant and came up with a date that would be the best date to either sow them indoors or sow them outdoors. So I listed all of those out, and then I categorized it. Here's how I've organized the seeds. So I just made a little tag for sow outdoors, and then I put all the seed packets in order of the date that they are recommended to be sown. So got peas, then carrots, radishes, turnips, kale, sunflowers, a couple kinds of sunflowers, beans, a few kinds of beans. Anyone ever grown these? Rutabagas. Really excited about that. That's new for me. Then these are from last year. These are round zucchini. Because the reason why I had to get round zucchini was because all of the garden stores were out of regular zucchini because gardening was so popular last year. And then luckily I got some summer squash. This is mixed summer squash. Okay, and there's a little divider. And then these are the ones that need to be sown indoors. So we just did the lettuce. So this is oak leaf lettuce. And then I got cherry tomatoes. These are Romas that we did last year. And then cucumber. Really excited about that. So I'm gonna do some pickling. We're big pickle fans in this house. And then these are the couple of zinnias that we're also gonna sow indoors. So that's it. We just have a small gardening space like you saw. We have just one raised bed, and then just several, I don't know, maybe like half a dozen containers sprinkled throughout, and then we'll plant the sunflowers right in the ground, kind of in different places in our yard. So we don't have a lot of space for gardening, but just making the most of it and just having fun growing things in the spring and summer and even the fall. Oh, and leave a comment below if you're starting a garden this 2021 year. Let us know what you are most excited about growing. We would love to hear. Let's see, what am I most excited about growing? Oh, I think I told you. I'm most excited about growing rutabagas. My mom used to make this amazing rutabaga dish. I think it was pretty simple, just like smashed rutabagas with bacon, and we would have it on Thanksgiving, and I just absolutely loved it. So I am looking forward to hopefully growing some big enough, and hopefully they're successful, and then hopefully making that dish that I remember so well. Let us know what you're excited about growing this year. We'd love to hear about it. Thanks so much for joining us on our little gardening with kids adventure. Hope you enjoyed it, and if you did enjoy it, make sure to give us a thumbs up. We really appreciate your support, and consider subscribing if you'd like to join us for more adventures in getting kids outside and some more of our travel adventures. Again, we hope that you are doing really well, and we hope you're staying happy and healthy, and we hope you are able to get out and have some brave, wild adventures, and we'll see you next time. Bye!